Come here. Oh my god. So recently I was FaceTiming my friend Dion, aka Reptiliatus, and he was like, you should really try getting this animal. I really think that you would enjoy it. I think your viewers would enjoy it. I think it's an animal that would fit really nicely with what you like. And it was vampire crabs.
Check these guys out. Aren't they incredible? Foraging around, eating some pellets that I just put in, and they're so bold. They're not even afraid. You can literally nudge these crabs and they're just like, hey, what are you doing? Like, they just don't care. They're very, very cool animals. They just keep eating and walking around. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go back to eating.
And I can't say that I haven't thought about getting vampire crabs before. So anyway, Dion was showing me his setup. He has like a little temporary bin enclosure. It was really cool. And he was telling me all about their care, sent me some links to some helpful resources for me to do my own research as well. He sent me a link to Tanner's video, Serpent Design, and Tanner just went all out like crazy. 5 waterfalls and a paludarium. This is my setup. I kind of tried to take little pieces of every video I watched and put it all into one enclosure. Between Dion's temporary bin setup and the paludariums I saw on YouTube and Serpas, I kind of combined it all into this. Now this is the equivalent to a 10-gallon, so we should comfortably fit about 2, 3, maybe a few more. But yeah, first let me show you how this tank has come together so far. We will be using the Tarantula Cribs XL terrestrial enclosure. First, I needed to decide what water dish to use, so I had this very expensive one from Petco, and although it would have worked and been pretty cool, I had like a vision and I figured this would actually work best. So first I need to add some substrate, and we put in some good old Reptisoil as well as some sphagnum moss, which is very important to help hold the humidity. I use this water dish because I wanted to create some kind of like pond thing that you can kind of see in. So I sculpted the dirt and the moss and some rocks all around it so that the crabs can get in and out. Now the most important part of this is going to be this piece of driftwood that will help them climb in and out of the dish. This is going to be like the main way in and out. I also added this piece of driftwood that they can hide in. It's almost like a little cave I set up, and that's because they're mainly terrestrial crabs. So you want to put lots of hiding places for them. And we're going to try to fit some more life in this enclosure with some plants. So first I'm going to use this little one. It's really hard to kill this plant, so I love using it. And then I shoved more moss in places just for more hiding areas. At this point I realized they're going to need stuff to climb on in their water dish. I really like this. I put it in there, but you'll see later in the video I decided against that. And what's an enclosure without some frog moss? Then I added some bioactive substrate. This will help with springtails and stuff. And like I said, we want to add more life to this tank. So here's a pothos, which will be perfect for helping the water and just looks great and also helps them in and out of the dish. Okay, so we are at Tropical. Let's come, follow me. Come. All right, look at me. Look at you being a cameraman. You're a professional. Hi, Mark. We have everybody here today. Wow.
Favorite cameraman's here, Eric.
All right.
Okay, don't talk to the cameraman. All right, we're
I
trying
can talk to the cameraman.
I'm here too.
It's a show here.
What everybody really wants to see.
Okay, thank you. We're done. We're done. Now that we're caught up to present day, let's go ahead and grab some vampire crabs. So these were actually bred in-house at Tropical World Pets. Can I get some of this stuff?
Yes, that.
Yeah.
So they love, like, I saw one eating some of that, and they also come up here and, like, chew on that. I saw there's one, I mean, you can barely see him, but he's, like, on top of that log.
This is why they're not for sale, because you have to dig them out.
Yeah. Legit, because it's a pain in the butt. But I would do it for you guys.
Oh, you're the best.
Babies.
Oh! Now that we've secured 4 vampire crabs, let's go ahead and head back. We are back and we have gotten more supplies and the crabs. I'm so stoked about the crabs. I'm gonna show you them in a minute, but first I wanted to make some changes to this enclosure. So as you see, I took the water out. That is because Serpent Design suggested I add a substrate in there. So I just got a sand, this white sand. It looks nice. I also got some more rocks. I wanted to put them around here and just a couple in the dish as well. And I actually removed this really cool ornament. I don't think I'm gonna actually use it for this enclosure. I'm probably gonna set it aside and honestly use it in like a tarantula enclosure because I think it could definitely work and it's really pretty. So we're gonna put spider wood in here instead, and that is so the crabs have, you know, just more options to get in and out of the dish, because obviously you don't want them to get trapped. They can actually drown. So I've rinsed out the sand and I think we're ready to add it to the dish. Yes, this looks great. Okay, so now I'm gonna carefully pour some water in here, but obviously it's gonna disturb the sand and be kind of murky. All right. By the way, there was some prime conditioner in there, so you do want to condition the water you use for your crabs. I also picked up some duckweed and other little watery plants that we're going to throw in the water dish. Before we do that though, I did want to say a lot of people obviously make paludariums, and that's a great setup. I personally just decided to go with a Tupperware big water dish. And the reason why I did this is honestly because it's easier for me to care for. It's just easier for me to scoop a few cups of water out and then replace it with a few new cups of water. Now, if I was going to be keeping fish or shrimp or any kind of aquatic life inside of this, like a tank, you know, then obviously I would add a filter and set it up like a paludarium and all of that. These are so cool. And I'm also going to throw some of these in Bowser's tank too, because he loves duckweed. It's like his favorite. Sorry for the animals outside. It is spring and I have the window wide open. The rest I'm gonna save and rinse off and use for Bowser. It is crab time. Let's do this. So I ended up getting 4 babies. These 4 babies were actually bred at Tropical World Pets. They are all captive bred and they are siblings. They're still a little too small to tell if they're male or female. So down the line, I might need to separate. I might need to change it a little bit. I might need to add some, take some. We're gonna see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But for now, we have 4 babies that are captive bred siblings. Now they do get a little bit bigger and more impressive than this, of course. Let's just go ahead and get them out. So right now they're a little small and brown, but you will notice a couple have that adult coloration coming up on them. And I'm gonna see if I can get you guys a better look of that. They are quite quick little guys. Look how fast they are. This one's the one with the coloration on it. Come here. Come here. Oh. Come here. Oh my God. Here we are. Calm down. Here we go. We have calmed down. This is the biggest one. Ooh. We get scared very quickly. This is the smallest one over here. They remind me of like little bugs, little spiders. Now these guys you can handle, you know, obviously don't handle them all the time. That'll probably stress them out, but they are probably one of the most handleable crabs. You don't have to worry too much about them pinching you because they're so small and they're just typically not inclined to do that. Again, they might not look like much now, but with time, they will be a lot more impressive. And we're gonna start moving them over and just kind of see what happens. I do have a feeling they are gonna disappear quite quickly, and that's okay. I put lots of hiding spaces in here for them to do just that. Oh my gosh, just disappeared. It's gonna be hard to keep track of them in here, I'm gonna be honest, but we just gotta do our best and offer them food and keep their water dish clean, and I think it'll be all right. till they grow some more. Ooh, this one has the yellow eyes. They are like little spiders. I do absolutely love them. There you go. There you go. Also, they are nocturnal, so probably our best bet at seeing them will be at night. But yeah, you can tell they are so small and there's just so many places for them to hide. This is, oh, there's one up here. They're already so interesting to watch. Oh, these are so cool. I'm also using a vent top. I think that'll work best for these. And it's very important to use a lid for them. I'm really happy with how it turned out though. I'm nervous for your guys' response because I feel like I did do things a little bit differently, but I am very happy with the decisions that I made. Let's hope that it works out. And again, I don't know how easy it will be to find all 4 crabs. It's hard enough to even find one, to be honest. They all bolted in separate directions and hid immediately. So I put a little bit of turtle pellets in there for them to come out and hopefully eat it tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna try different foods. I know that they really enjoy eating like a varied diet and lots of things. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like this video if you did, subscribe if you're not, and you want to be. Don't forget I have an Instagram to use probably way too much. It's at Tarantula Kat. You can go follow me there. I also have a Patreon podcast that is starting back up soon. We are restarting the Both World Tarantula podcast 2.0. So yeah, I also have a website, merch, plushies, enclosures. It's all linked down below. I will see you guys soon. Let's get into the Patreon pet pick.